You know, one of the things, as Marissa Meyer was talking, that you and I were discussing is, you know, Yahoo still has this issue, right, of who are they exactly? Why does anybody go on Yahoo versus AOL versus Google versus any of these other platforms?
Well, when you look at disruption, and what I talk about in Disrupt You that's so unique is Alibaba, largest retailer in the world, has no inventory. Google, largest content company, creates no content. These are pure technology plays that drive commerce. Yahoo, historically, is a content company, and content company is about hits driven. You have to have content that brings people back and take those bets, so it's not something that is always empirical. You can drive it and monetize it using technology, but at the end of the day, it's about the content.
Well, what do you say what do you mean they don't have any content? They're just...
No, they do, but Facebook doesn't make their own content. The consumers do. All the things you're searching on Google isn't Google information, it's everybody else's information that they figured out how to monetize.
Jay, Marissa Meyer said it's about empowering your employees, about empowering teams, unleashing creativity. That is a given, but in this new tech environment, how difficult is that?
It's actually easier before you become a public and giant. So what's great is you can zig and zag and make all those changes and A/B test on a daily, hourly basis. As you get a larger organization, you get the same barriers that a Sony or a Kodak had, which is this silo does this, and this is my turf, and that's your turf. And so change, you tend to have a problem that many companies that don't disrupt is generals fighting the last war as opposed to anticipating what the new opportunities are. And there's so many opportunities.
And Jay, our colleague Corey Johnson, who's at the conference, he wanted to jump in with a question. Corey?
Yeah, Jay, let me take issue a little bit with the notion that Yahoo creates its own content. I mean, the most successful parts of Yahoo have been a few things. So the homepage, you could argue they create some of that content, but it's also an amalgamation of content created elsewhere in the web. Yahoo Mail, probably the most successful product ever. They don't create any of that content. And indeed, if you look at some of the things like Yahoo Sports, they create some of that content. A lot of that's scores. They don't create that. Yahoo Finance, another massively successful thing at Yahoo. They created some content there, but a lot of it's stock charts and prices and things that are more formatted than created. I think that's sort of the issue with Yahoo. It's this combination of technologies that automate content, whether it's gathering mail or showing you stock prices, and then pure content creation like you see with the great reporters at Yahoo Sports.
I agree. However, what drives people to continue to use their mail, come to their homepage and everything, is that unique voice that they have, that thread that ties it together, that you know you are having a Yahoo experience. And that's what drives people to, and that's where it allows them to monetize all those other forms of technology.
You know, Marissa, was there anything else that struck you about what Marissa said? You know, about the next big thing for Yahoo. I mean, I was saying that, you know, it seems like every tech CEO these days says artificial intelligence because it's cool to say that and it's far enough out that you can say it. So, I mean, what is the next big thing for Yahoo?
But you have to give Marissa credit. She's very smart. She's in a very, very competitive space. So at the end of the day, her next big thing she will announce when she's ready. I think when you look at what the trends are, the Internet of Things, everybody connecting more devices other than humans to the Internet is a huge opportunity where they'll have tremendous strengths in that area.
But how? In what way? How will they have strengths in IoT?
So because you'll know the data of how your massive audience is engaging with their environment, and you'll be able to monetize that better with some of their advertising products.
Could I ask you just quickly, she also mentioned the technology should be less visible to people. How do you do that? Isn't it already an obtrusive thing?
I think it's the opposite. I mean, we're starting to do wearables, another area for them to move into. We all live on our phones. It's our teddy bear. I mean, we live in an era that I call in Disrupt You of endless innovation. Yet most of us aren't technologists, and we're very comfortable with that. We're even going to be more comfortable with autonomous vehicles and all those changes. But a Yahoo can take all that and bring it to you in a way that makes it digestible and enjoyable.
Have we given something away to do that?
We all, but that's the nature of collective society.
Very nice.
There's no privacy anymore.
No, not at all.
Okay.